Welcome to my Days of Our Lives official channel. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Bobby's corpse is positioned on the bed at the Salem Inn by Jada and Tiffany. His pulse is faint and his eyes are closed. When she discovers the medication container, Jada queries how many he took. Shrugging, he says he didn't. Bobby's heavy eyes slowly open as she begs him. "My name is Everett." At dinner, Connie smiles from behind a desk. She cleared her mind of the Bobby issue. She can now concentrate on holding Gabi and Stefan accountable for their treatment of Lee. She is eager for Gabi to learn that Stefan had an affair with Ava. When Ava steps in, Connie leaps up. She attempts to enthusiastically become friends with Ava, but Ava looks down on her. Connie leaves after finding out that Gabi is spending the day with Stefan. Over the phone at the bistro, Gabi finds out that Rafe hasn't changed. Gabi apologizes to Stefan over the phone for not paying more attention to their anniversary. Stefan is patient. She is permitted to concentrate on her coma-ridden sibling. Although she is aware that Jada is working on the case, she is too busy managing the department to be actively searching for Abigail. He pours them some champagne, and they raise a toast to them, to Abigail's survival, and to Rafe's speedy recovery. They then talk about how he started working as a restaurant employee so he could provide narcotics to Clyde. She knows he did it to protect her, but who thought it was a good idea for him and Ava to act as if they were having an affair? Gabi questions Stefan on who came up with the idea. Despite his attempts to shift the topic, he affirms that Ava came up with the idea and that she kissed him, but only in order to maintain their cover. Gabi says, gritting her teeth, "Was that one kiss?" Stefan responds, "No, it wasn't." Jack informs Chad at The Spectator that the video quality has increased by 70%. They are still unable to discern the woman's face even when they play back much sharper video of her pacing the empty room. Chad gestures to the television as they search the room for clues. "What is that?" Stephanie is sitting with Everett as Jada phones for assistance at the Salem Inn. In a whisper, he tells her that he really did try his hardest to get back to her. He apologizes for missing it. She begs him to stay put. Everett sobs when expressing his dizziness. "Stefa, I adore you. I didn't give up." His head lolls as his eyes shut. Jana looks at his pulse and then up into Stephanie's tearful eyes. "I'm really sorry," she admits. "We arrived too late." The ladies wonder what he meant when he said not to take the drugs as Stephanie collapses. What caused Everett to arise too? Jana advises putting on latex gloves and starting with the fundamentals. She notices the laptop open and the sirens blaring outside. "I believe it to be a suicide note." Dazed Jada and Stephanie gaze at Everett's room's computer screen as his body rests on the bed in the background. Stephanie's eyes well up with emotions as Jada reads the letter Connie gave to her from Bobby. It is Bobby's admission that he stabbed Rafe. Stephanie cradles Everett's head while on her knees close to his dead corpse. Jada keeps reading the letter, which claims he has nothing left to live for if not Jada. In an attempt to help her get a promotion, it directs her to the evidence of his crime. Jada rushes to the cupboard, where she discovers Connie's bloodied gloves hidden away. When Melinda walks into the dimmer office, Ava greets her coldly. She remembers that Melinda is no longer the DA. Now they are in agreement. Perhaps there is still hope for the two of them if she can put aside her excruciating grief over Kristen murdering Haley. Ava concurs. Melinda remembers meeting Connie while she was out on a blind date with Lee, which is why she is there. As per her job documents, she is now residing at his former residence. How strange is that? Ava makes an effort to downplay the coincidence. Melinda does. However, remember Connie accusing her of being responsible for Lee's death before expressing regret. She feels strange, but Ava laughs it off. It's not as if she murdered the man. Melinda agrees and giggles. Text says, get the Days of Our Lives newsletter from Soaps. Receive daily summaries, exclusive interviews, spoilers, and breaking news alerts directly to your email. Stefan tells Gabi at the bistro that he kissed Ava again in order to maintain their cover. However, it is all. Gabi introduces Stefan to her new helper, Connie, as she blows in. Connie looks around the restaurant, lost in thought, until Stefan calls her name. She calms down and remarks on how lovely the place is. She regrets not bringing her former beau along. She exits after having Gabi sign Ava's paperwork. Once they realize how strange but trustworthy Connie is, they are able to resume their anniversary. In a seductive tone, Gabi promises to make it her duty to erase Stefan's memories of their kisses with Ava. He queries, does this mean we're okay? She can let it go since there were only 2 kisses. She gives him a passionate kiss. Stefan gives her a hug, his smile fading. In the footage, Chad is seen in the newsroom pointing out a billboard outside a window. When Jack closes closer on the logo, he reveals an area code for Poplar Bluff, Missouri, also known as the gateway to the Ozarks and the home of Clyde Weston. They leave. As staff members at the Salem Inn bag Everett's corpse, Jana gathers the bloody gloves as proof. After reading Bobby's letter, Stephanie and Jada come to the conclusion that he regrets the hurt he caused to everyone, particularly Everett. But maybe now they can both live in peace. Stephanie breaks down in tears. Jada discovers Everett's phone on the ground after the removal of his corpse. She finds out that he phoned 911 without pressing the send button. Bobby wants to kill himself, so why is he trying to call for help? Connie intends to wait for the ideal moment to break the news of Stefan and Ava's tryst outside the bistro. As the staff wheels Everett's corpse out of the Salem Inn, she smirks. Stephanie surmises that after Bobby took the drugs, Everett came from the hotel and attempted to contact for assistance but was too weak to click the send button. Oh no, Everett, remarks Stephanie. Awful Bobby, remarks Jada. They hug each other fiercely. Days of Our Lives spoilers indicate that after Jada Hunter and Stephanie Johnson came up with a startling notion, Connie Viniski is facing a new dilemma. Stephanie and Jada worry that maybe Everett is still Robert Bobby Stain, since Everett Lynch, also known as Bobby Steen, has been acting strangely. Fans of DOL know they're not wrong. Jada and Stephanie, however, both conjectured that Bobby could be at fault for Rafe Hernandez's assault. Bobby had a reason to want Jada out of the way, and the timing is also suspect since Rafe ended up bleeding at the graveyard shortly after Everett's baby release. Since Connie is the true offender and overheard Jada discussing all of that with Stephanie, what will she do now? Connie might remove the witness that could implicate her in Lee's death and the subsequent Rafe crime if she kills Bobby. That would still leave Connie with problems, of course. Day spoilers suggest that Connie would decide on an alternative course of action since if Bobby went down next, the police would have to continue their investigation. Maybe Connie will conclude that the best course of action is to frame someone else in order to A. deflect attention from Bobby and prevent him from blabbing, and B. wrap up the case by locking up a different figure. Ava Vitali would be a fantastic possibility if Connie wants to set someone up. To begin with, Ava has lived in Bayview and has a history of mental illness. Connie may have little trouble creating the impression that Ava has lost her mind once again. Day's teasers indicate that Connie may set the stage for a frame-up scheme by manipulating Ava during the week of July 29, August 2. Ultimately, Ava was inextricably linked to every significant individual involved. Thanks for watching if you like this video. So please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any updates.